Hello friends, welcome to our channel Easy Shorts of Learning. Today's video is about labor cost control. In this video, we will discuss what is Taylor differential and Merrick differential piece rate plan. First, we will discuss Taylor differential piece rate plan. This plan was given by Frederick Winslow Taylor. According to him, no guarantee for minimum wages. It means if the efficiency of the worker is less, then they are not given minimum wages, and instead of minimum wages, these workers are penalized because they are slow workers. So according to Taylor, there are only two categories of workers. One is inefficient workers. It means those workers whose efficiency is less than 100%, and another category is efficient workers, that is those workers whose efficiency is 100% or above 100%. Now here standard production is fixed by the company or factory. Suppose here standard production is fixed are 50 units, and if the worker manufactured less than 50 units, then they are penalized because their efficiency is less than 100%, and they are only given 80% of normal piece rate. And if he manufactured 50 units or more than 50 units, then in this case the workers are rewarded and they are given 120% of normal piece rate. So according to Taylor, inefficient workers are penalized and efficient workers are rewarded by giving higher wages. To calculate total wages in this plan, our formula is number of units manufactured by the worker into wage rate per unit. Now we understand this plan with the help of an example. Here, to calculate efficiency when output is given, our formula is actual output divided by standard output decided by the company into 100. Here there are two workers, Vijay and Ajay. Standard output decided by the company is 60 units for both these workers. Vijay manufactured 54 units and Ajay manufactured 72 units. Now first we calculate the efficiency of these two workers. Vijay's efficiency is actual output is 54 divided by standard output, that is 60 units into 100. So Vijay's efficiency is 90% and Ajay's efficiency is 72 units divided by 60 units into 100, that is 120%. Now according to Taylor plan, Vijay's efficiency is less than 100%, so his wage rate per unit is 5 rupees, but he is penalized and he will only give 80% of normal piece rate. So 80% of 5 rupees is 4 rupees per unit, and in case of Ajay is rewarded by giving 120% of normal piece rate. Here normal piece rate is 5 rupees per unit and 120% of 5 rupees is 6 rupees. Now to calculate wages under Taylor differential piece rate plan, our formula is units manufactured by the worker into wage rate. So the wages of Vijay is number of units manufactured by Vijay are 54 units and wage rate per unit decided by Taylor plan is 4 rupees. So his total wages under this plan is 216 rupees, and in case of Ajay, he manufactured 72 units and wage rate per unit is 6 rupees. So his total wages under this plan is 432 rupees. We take another example, so this plan is clear. From the following information, calculate wages under Taylor plan. Here wage rate per unit is 8 rupees. It means if the worker manufactured 1 unit, then he is eligible for 8 rupees. Standard output decided by the company is 40 units in 8 hours, and actual output manufactured by the worker is 37 units. Now first we calculate efficiency of this worker, and the formula to calculate efficiency is actual output divided by standard output into 100. Here actual output is 37 units, standard output decided by the company 40 units into 100. So the efficiency of this worker is 92.5%. Now we calculate now according to Taylor plan, if the efficiency is less than 100%, then the worker is eligible for only 80% of normal piece rate. Here Here wage rate per unit is 8 rupees and 80% of 8 rupees is 6.40 per unit. Now to calculate total wages, our formula under Taylor differential piece rate plan is units manufactured by the worker into wage rate. Here units manufactured by the worker is 37 units and wage rate per unit according to Taylor plan is 6.40. So his total wages is 236.80. Now our next plan is Merrick differential piece rate plan. According to this is an improvement over Taylor differential piece rate plan. Merrick does not penalize the workers. According to him, if the efficiency of the worker is less, then at least they are given minimum normal piece rate or guarantee wages to each worker. It means if the efficiency of the worker is less than 83.33%, then the worker is given normal piece rate, and if his efficiency is more, that is between 83.33% to 100%, then the worker is eligible for 110% of normal rate, and if his efficiency is above 100%, then worker is eligible for 120% of normal rate. It means Merrick does not penalize the slow workers, they motivate the workers so that they can increase their efficiency, and as a result they increase the wages of the workers. So here also the formula to calculate wages is number of units manufactured by the worker into wage rate. Here we understand this with an example. During 1 week, that is 45 hours, worker manufactured 264 units. Standard output decided by the company is 240 units. Wage rate per hour is 15 rupees. Now here wage rate per unit is not given, wage rate per hour is given. So we have to find out the wage rate per unit. Time allowed to produce 1 unit is 18 minutes. Now wage rate per hour is 15 rupees. And 1 hour consists of 60 minutes. So when we divide 15 by 60 minutes, then we get wage rate per minute, and here 18 minutes is given by the company to manufacture 1 unit. So wage rate per unit is 4.5 rupees. Now first we calculate the efficiency of this worker. The formula to calculate efficiency is actual output divided by standard output into 100. Here actual output is 264 units and standard output decided by the company are 240 units into 100. So his efficiency according to Merrick plan is 110%, that is more than 100%, and if the efficiency is more than 100%, then the worker is eligible for 120% of wage rate per unit. Here wage rate per unit is 4.5 and 120% of 4.5 is 5.4 rupees per unit. Now to calculate wages, our formula is number of units manufactured by the worker into wage rate per unit. Here worker manufactured 264 units and wage rate per unit is 5.40. So his total wages under Merrick differential piece rate plan is 1425.60 rupees. So friends, this is how we calculate total wages under Merrick differential piece rate plan. Now we take an example where we calculate total wages under Taylor plan and Merrick plan. Here wage rate per hour is rupees 8. Standard units decided by the company per week is 120 units and worker works for 45 hours in a week. Now with the help of this data, first we calculate wage rate per unit. So wage rate per unit is calculated with the help of, first we calculate wages per week. Number of hours given by the company to work is 45 hours per week and wage rate per hour is 8 rupees. So the worker's wages for a week is 360 rupees and the standard output decided by the company is 120 units. So when we divide 360 by 120, we get wage rate per unit, that is 3 rupees. Now there are 4 workers in this factory, worker A, B, C and D. Worker A manufactured 90 units. So first we calculate the efficiency of these workers with the help of actual output divided by standard output into 100. Worker A manufactured 90 units, standard output is 120 into 100. So worker A's efficiency is 75%. Worker B manufactured 100 units and standard output is 120. So worker B's efficiency is 83.33%. Worker C manufactured exactly equal to standard output. So 120 divided by 120 into 100. So worker C's efficiency is 100% and worker D manufactured more than standard output. So the efficiency of worker D is 144 divided by 120 into 100. So the efficiency of worker D is 120%. Now with the help of this efficiency we calculate wage rate per unit for all these workers according to Taylor plan and Merrick plan. So first we take Taylor plan. Here there are only 2 categories if his efficiency is less than 100% and more than 100% and if his efficiency is less than 100%. If his efficiency is less than 100%, then wage rate per unit is 3 rupees and the workers are penalized and they are only eligible for 80%. So his wage rate per unit is 2.40 and in case if his efficiency is 100% or more than 100%, then his wage rate is 120% of 3 rupees, that is 3.60 per unit. In case of Merrick plan, there are 3 efficiency plans, multiple plans. Number 1 is if his efficiency is less than 83.33%, then the worker is given at least minimum wages, that is normal piece rate, that is rupees 3, and if his efficiency is between 83.33 to 100%, then the worker is eligible for 110% of 3 rupees, that is 3.30 per unit, and if his efficiency is more than 100%, then in this case the worker is rewarded with 120% of wage rate. So 120% of 3 rupees is 3.60. Now first we write the workers and the production of these workers in the format. There are 4 workers, worker A, B, C and D. Worker A manufactured 90 units, worker B 100 units, worker C 120 units and worker D 144 units. Now we see the efficiency of these workers. Worker A's efficiency is 75, worker B 83.33, worker C 100% and worker D's efficiency is 120%. Now we write the efficiency in front of all these workers. Workers A's efficiency is 75%, worker B's efficiency is 83.33, worker C's efficiency is 100% and worker D's efficiency is 120%. Now in case if the efficiency is less than 100% in case of Taylor plan, then the worker is eligible for 2.40 per unit wages, and if his efficiency is 100% or more, then he is eligible for 3.60 per unit, piece rate per unit. Now we write the wages of these workers in this format. The worker A and B's efficiency is less than 100%, so his wage rate per unit is 2.40, and worker C and D's efficiency is 100% and more than 100%. So they are eligible for 3.60 per unit wages. Now in case of Merrick system, if the efficiency is less than 83.33%, then they are eligible for normal piece rate, that is 3 rupees. In case of 83 to 100%, their piece rate is 3.30, that is 110% of normal piece rate. And in case if their efficiency is above 100%, then the worker D's wages is 3.60 per unit. Now to calculate total wages, A manufactured 90 units and wage rate per unit under Taylor plan is 2.40. So his total wages under Taylor plan is 216, but in Merrick plan his wages are more because according to Merrick minimum wages is provided to each worker. So A manufactured 90 units and wage rate per unit is 3 rupees. So his wages under Merrick plan is 270. Now the B manufactured 100 units and wage rate per unit under Taylor plan is 2.40. So his total wages is 240, and in case of Merrick system he manufactured 100 units and wage rate per unit is 3.30. So in this case also his total wages are more in case of Merrick plan, that is 330 rupees. Now the C manufactured 120 units and wage rate per unit here is 3.60. In this case, the wages of worker C is more in Taylor plan as compared to Merrick plan. His total wages under Taylor plan is 432 rupees, and in case of Merrick plan his wages is 120 into 3.30. So his wages is 396. But in case of worker D, total wages of the D worker is same in case of Taylor plan and Merrick plan. Number of units manufactured are 144 and wage rate per unit is 3.60. So his total wages is 518.40, and in case of Merrick plan 144 into 3.60, his wages is 518.40. So friends, in this video first we understand what are Taylor plan and Merrick differential piece rate plan and how the total wages are calculated under these plans. So friends, if you like this video, please share this video and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.